before, we're going to talk about Vince McMahon, the CEO, former CEO, chairman of the World Wrestling Entertainment, has been caught in a salacious, scandalous, and just outright crazy scandal. Okay? And this is from Ringside News. Me and Chris kind of already know the situation, but this is from Ringside News. A woman who had previously reached a settlement with Vince McMahon has recently filed a lawsuit that centers around the context of these text messages. This lawsuit not only implicates Vince McMahon, but also targets the company itself and a former executive, all accused of involvement in the scandalous exchange of messages. The plaintiff, Janelle Grant, a former employee at WWE's headquarters, alleges that the leaked texts reveal a deeply troubled pattern of behavior during McMahon's tenure as chief executive, right? And this is just continue. I'm just going to go through the article, and then we'll get into the text, and then I'll get your feedback. According to Grant, the text messages laid bare McMahon's explicit and coercive language as he pressured her into engaging in intimate activities with other men, including physical therapist named named Laurinaitis. These shocking messages, she contends, paint a disturbing picture of her experience under McMahon's leadership. Now, just for forewarning, this is alleged. This is under a civil case. The text messages do paint a picture of what happened, but we do have to urge the audience. This is all alleged. It's the alleged things that happened during McMahon's tenure at WWE. Okay. Grant's legal battle takes a unique turn as she seeks to use these leaked text messages as evidence to invalidate a non-disclosure agreement she signed back in 2022. Furthermore, she's pursuing unspecified financial damages, claiming that McMahon ceased making payments as previously agreed upon. Okay, continuing on. Vince McMahon now finds himself entangled in a legal quagmire that revolves around the leaked text messages that have exposed this alleged misconduct. These messages have become a central piece of evidence in a lawsuit that threatens to further tarnish his reputation and legal standing. Okay, now this is going to get into one of the text messages, so bear with me. Back on February 5th, 2021, McMahon directed Ms. Grant to arrange a schedule for other men, including physical therapists and Laurinaitis, to engage in intimate activities with her, a request that Ms. Grant tried to resist, as you can see from the screenshot below. And this is just text. And those who don't know, Laurinaitis is the former head of talent. So he's former head of talent when it comes to recruitment, getting talent, getting people to come to the WWE. So this is the text messages, right? This is McMahon. This is McMahon. Exactly, baby. He's not the only one. Called me this afternoon begging to eat you and fuck you with his nice and hard dick. And this is Janelle. This is Janelle Grant. Give me another week, baby, and I'll be ready. I'm feeling more like myself. It's not great, but it's getting better. Tell him soon. Exclamation point. And this is McMahon again. I already told him, baby. By the way, Johnny wants Tuesdays, but not this coming one, and the occasional Saturday. But maybe I can shift it to Thursday nights. Johnny would like all of the above. Okay, we're going to continue. Around March 6, 2021, a second threesome involving McMahon, Laurinaitis, and Ms. Grant took place. McMahon consistently pressured Ms. Grant to engage in sexual activities with him and her new boss, Laurinaitis, both inside and outside the office. In a message of March 22, 2021, McMahon wrote, "Do you promise to make me proud, baby? Will you show him what a porn star you can be? Will you show off for me like never before? And on days when he's in town, I want him to fuck you every morning and later in that office too." That's McMahon saying to Janelle. Okay, now this is crazy. Audience, bear with me. This is a crazy one. This is crazy, bro. Maybe he wants two other guys to join you with him. Holy shit! You've told him you would do anything with him. So if he surprised you with two others, you would have no alternative. than to take them on. Oh my God. The stories you could tell me then. It makes me want to come right now. By the way, I just thought of what I think is an excellent idea. Maybe you can hint that if he knows someone who can be discreet, it might be better if you and Johnny try him out first so he can get more comfortable before he is introduced to me. Actually, that makes total sense, doesn't it? On May 24th, 2021, McMahon reminded Ms. Grant via message that a mistake could jeopardize her career, advising her to prioritize verbal communication over written whenever feasible. So this is wild right here, but this is him commenting on a picture. Okay, read your last picture. You need your panties ripped off and three big black dicks in all three holes at the same time. Way up your pussy and way up your ass, so far as they will go, but even further. And the thickest cum goes down your throat, so it makes you gag and convulse. And those big black cocks pound away, and it feels like from the start you're being assaulted, but it's made you come nonstop. Just one continuous, constant orgasm, and just before you pass out, those big black dicks squirt their loads of cum inside you. As you lay on your stomach, the cum is coming out of all your holes. I'll turn you over and jerk off all over you. This is a sick man. Sick man. Sick man. All right.
Bro.
All right. So here we go. This is another text. I'm sorry, I can't, bro. This is crazy. This is another text message, all right? So McMahon goes, these compliments will keep coming on, baby. Just wait and see. I totally understand and agree being scared of communication and photos. Johnny gets drunk and sloppy and could easily make a mistake that could cost him his job and yours too. Verbal communication is the way to go. That said, have you and Johnny talked about breakfast tomorrow? We haven't discussed it at all. It's up in the air. Johnny complained about getting a new phone and it just arrived. I haven't set up a time coordinating setting it up with IT because I need him to assure me that he's erased everything he's ever saved. Truly, I regret that he ever got pics. It's not worth the stressing I'm feeling. I'm done with it. In 2022, Janelle Grant signed a non-disclosure agreement with Vince McMahon, who agreed to pay $3 million on January 25th, 2024. Grant filed a lawsuit stating McMahon only made an initial payment of $1 million. The lawsuit also includes accusations against McMahon and others regarding sexual assault. All right, and then I'll read this last thing and then it's done. Vince McMahon's spokesperson also released a statement following the allegations, where they denied the claims against him. Further details about John Laurinaitis' involvement in the lawsuit were also disclosed recently. It remains to be seen what will become of the aforementioned names in the lawsuit. What do you think of those texts sent by Mr. McMahon? Are you disgusted by him now? So, what do you think, bro?
The sick dude.
Yo,
Sick.
I
Yeah.
don't know.
Yo, man. You know, that's so Vince has been under fire for the past few years, truth be told. Like
Yeah,
before before the WWE merged with the UFC,
yeah.
he had already retired as the CEO because of allegations that he was dealing with then, man. So I mean, it catches nobody off guard, sadly.
Yeah,
And it's weird because, as wrestling fans that we are, Vince is so much a part of our
yes,
childhood memories, man, our youthful memories. So it's like the weirdest connection to have to it. But it's
yeah,
a sick dude, bro. Like, sad to say, it's a sick dude. I mean, yo, why so much
yeah.
detail in them
I,
texts,
I
man?
don't know, bro. He seems like he has a wild fantasy. I will say that, like you said, I'm not surprised by it,
Nah.
but I'm just like, cause you kind of know, like people that's that rich or that they're freaks. They're freaks. Like something about them is a freak, and it's just like I mean, I'm not shocked by it, but it's just like, God dang, dude. Like, oh my goodness, bro. It seems like you need sex all the time, and it's just like I'm thinking in my head, like, not saying what she's doing is wrong. She's entitled to fight for her battle and do it, but she's like, but I'm still stuck on the part she signed the NDA. Like, you signed the NDA. NDA means non-disclosure agreement. NDA is I'm not going to say anything that happened, and I'm going to accept payment from you. But I think what messed it up is Vince McMahon didn't pay her the
He
money that
didn't
she
pay
was
her.
promised. He didn't pay her the
Yeah.
money, so the NDA is kind of null and void.
Null and void.
So we'll see what happens with that. But Vince is a. I hope he gets help. No, matter of fact, I mean, yeah, I hope he. I mean, because it's not like I'm reading these text messages. It's not like a rapey thing, and
Nah, it's rapey, bro. He even
you think so?
said, yeah. I mean, obviously it's consensual. So like,
Yeah.
in terms of like the legality part of it, no, it's not like rapey, like, or it's not rape, but like just the to I don't remember it verbatim, but to say it's gonna feel like you're being assaulted. I don't know too many women that get off on being assaulted.
I mean, I
It's
don't
gonna
know,
feel like
bro.
you're being assaulted, but you're gonna come a million times. Like, bro,
Yeah, I
what
don't.
are we?
I think.
What are we? It's like, yo, fam, and what kind of kink is that? Like, why is that your kink, bro? That's taking kinkiness like through the
Yeah.
freaking roof, dog.
I mean,
Like,
look, he's able. Everybody in their right to be a freak. You know, what I mean, everybody in their right to have some type of sexual desire or experience they like. But
but
I
he
think with
tricking
it,
her off
yeah, yeah,
too. Like,
yeah. I mean, at the end of the day, like this is tough because like I do side with the female in this. Like, you know, she's entitled to compensation. She's entitled to fight for what. But come on now. I mean, this happened in what 2021. It's 2023 now. Like you waited this long. Is it because the payments stopped coming in? So you're like, all right, fuck, I'm gonna just go in and expose him and do all this. And I get it. You're doing it because the money didn't come in. But it's like, I don't know, man. I don't know. I just think that it because she couldn't go. Here's the thing. She couldn't go and tell the police what happened because there's no evidence of
yeah.
any type of sexual assault or anything like that. This is something of like an embarrassment thing. What it did to her life, what happened to her reputation, like it's all about that. It's nothing. I don't think it's anything about like she was being raped or any of that. I don't think it's. And I think it's just about like she didn't get paid her full amount, what she was entitled to. The payment stopped coming in. Her reputation was trash. She probably got fired from the WWE. Now it's like, all right, well, why am I keeping quiet?
I mean, well,
And that's just my
there-
assumption. I was just assuming.
I'm pretty sure that I don't remember where I saw it, but I'm pretty sure he's being investigated for sex trafficking because he was trafficking her at the end of the day.
Yeah,
He
yeah,
was selling her
yeah,
off to
yeah,
anybody that wanted their shot at her. And so
yeah.
it it's not criminal right now, and obviously, like we both said, it's
But
like
but
it's basically consensual. Like it's
yeah.
nothing there that says it's not consensual. Um Go ahead. What
No,
you about to say?
but because from what I'm reading, I don't see anything in the text messages of her response saying, "Hey, I want this to stop." I don't see any of that. There's no.
No,
I haven't
but
seen
that
anything
don't
that says
change whether or not she being trafficked or not.
no. It don't. But it goes back to the consensual thing, right? If we're having a threesome and you don't put anything in the like if she would have put this what happened to me was very egregious. I didn't like it. I wish it never happened. Then I can agree. Oh yeah. Oh hell yeah. But I don't see anything in here, looking at these text messages, reading them verbatim, seeing anything that says that she said, "Hey, you know what? I didn't want this to happen. You know, it felt like I was this, that, and the third." I don't see any of that. And I'm surprised as to why she didn't say that because she said in one of them, "Oh, I wish I never sent somebody pictures." So you sent someone pictures. The person didn't tell you need to send them. You sent them voluntarily.
I mean, they probably asked her for the pictures and she sent
Yeah,
them.
but you
But
could say no. It ain't like they grab your phone and send them on their own.
so which part do you disagree with? Like, what do you disagree with in this situation?
I disagree with with the sexual trafficking. I don't agree with that. I don't agree with that.
So
I
you
don't.
don't you
I
don't
don't.
think that? Go ahead. Go ahead.
I don't agree with saying that. I don't agree with her saying with the claim that she was sexually trafficked. I agree that this was egregious. I agree that this is something that probably shouldn't have happened. And it probably was a thing of like, oh, this person's my boss. I'm going to do what my boss tells me. But everybody in a situation like that, you can say no. I don't see any evidence that's saying she said no to anything. I don't see. It's not like she was forced to have a threesome.
No,
It
I
was
mean,
more of, like, all right, you do this, you're gonna do that. Where any of these text messages saying she said, oh, I don't want to do any of this.
I mean, saying, and obviously I'm not a woman, so a woman could speak to this better than I could, but saying no to a person in power is not the easiest thing in the world. Let alone the person who is the owner, CEO, and essentially face of this company and has been for what 40 years now. It's not always just as simple as saying no, and then like my thing is, regardless of whether or not it was consensual or not, regardless of whether or not she was on board with it, just the mere fact that he is soliciting her to his friends and soliciting her to anybody who would be open to these escapades, that that in itself makes it trafficking, regardless of whether or not it was something that she was okay with. Now, if she should be culpable in that, and that changes the situation, then fine. That the law is the law. So
Yeah.
she was actively participating in it. To your point, like it's not like she was opposed to it.
Yeah. And like I said, I don't. Whatever the law comes out to say, I'm in agreement with it. But from what I'm seeing here, from what's been released, I'm not seeing anything that says, there's one thing about him saying, something about a message. You should prioritize verbal communication than written, or it's going to jeopardize your career. I mean, you could take that as like, if you don't do this, what I'm telling you, you're going to be fired. Yeah, maybe. I mean, but he also said Johnny Laurinaitis is going to be fired too because he's acting crazy. He's showing you off and he don't like that. So I don't know. I think this is just a crazy sex triangle thing. And it's just, I really want to see what's going to happen. Irregardless, I'm on the side of justice. So,
Yeah.
I mean, if Vince McMahon gets found guilty and he has to pay the victim a bunch of money, yeah, take him to the bank. He's a billionaire; he can afford it.
Timing sucks though. Timing sucks.
Yeah,
All of this came
absolutely.
out around right before the Royal Rumble. Obviously, us being wrestling fans, we were looking
Yeah,
forward to the Rumble and enjoyed it.